Welcome back to your recorder lesson for this week. Thankfully, most of you seem to be grasping the A and G really well based off of your recorder videos that you're sending me. We need to talk a little bit more today, though, about our breathing and how we can connect our notes. So we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But first thing, let's make sure that our posture is all ready to go. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to have your recorder ready to go, but I want you to get your shoulders rolled back and down. Because sometimes when we slump over like this to play, our sound isn't super great. So keep your shoulders rolled back. I want you to roll your head around just a little bit. Loosen it up. Roll it forward. Now, keeping our upper body especially really tall, take your recorder. Make sure, of course, your left hand is on top. And I want you to practice with me. Just practice reviewing the fingerings. Don't play. Don't make any sound. Just your fingerings. We are using B, A, and G again for today's assignment in songs. So yes, we're focusing on that for a little bit longer, but I have to know that this is the correct fingerings and that you all are mastering them before we can move on. So start with B, which is our thumb and finger 1. B. Now add your second finger for A, and add your third finger for G. Go back to A, go back to B. A, G. Now, in your recorder book, we are going to specifically focus on page 8, number 19. It's called At Pierre's Door. And the song in the play along today that you're going to see is actually called a French name, Au clair de la lune, and that means the light of the moon. So, or moonlight, I guess I should say. But in this book, it is titled something different, so just know that. Okay, number 19, At Pierre's Door. If you need to go get your book and find that, go do that now. Pause this video and take a second to do that. Okay, hopefully you've gotten to page 8, number 19, At Pierre's Door. I want you to look at what the notes are with me. And I want you to put your finger, your pointer finger, on the first note, which is G. Okay? I want you to put your finger on the first note, and we're just going to say what the notes are. So the first note is a G. Let's say that. G. The second note, G, G. It moves this time. The last note of that first measure is A, and then we have 2 half notes. B, A. I did not breathe anywhere in there because you have a breath marking at the end of the second measure. That's where you will breathe when you're playing it today. So take your finger, put it back on the first note. Start with G, say it with me. We're going to say it without stopping this time, and we're only going to do it in one breath. Okay? Posture sitting up tall, pointing to note G, and here we go. G, 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 A, B, A. And then you get to breathe. Okay, let's go on to the next part. This is where it's going to get tricky with your fingering. The next note after that breath mark is a G again. G, B, A, G, breathe. There's a rest there, so you get to breathe. Okay, let's go on. Keep pointing. I know we haven't practiced fingering yet. We'll get there. It starts with a G, that very last note of the first measure. G, 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 A, B, A. Breathe. G, B, A, G, rest. Okay, let's practice the fingerings now. So I'm going to start on G because that is our first note. So I have G ready to go and I'm looking at my music. We're going to practice the fingerings. I'm going to show them to you in case you get lost, but for right now, I want you to rest it on your chin and we're going to say the notes in rhythm starting at the beginning. G. Here we go. Ready? G, 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 A, B, A. Breathe. G, B, A, G. Rest. Did you make sure to go G, B, G, B? Let's go on to the second line. Last note of the first line. G, 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 A, B, A, G, B, A, G, rest. Now, let's play the first two measures only, and then you're going to go to the next slide where you're going to get to practice playing the whole thing. Cool? All right, here we go. Number 19, right at the beginning, only playing the first two measures, starting on a G. 1, 2, here we go. Did you remember not to breathe? Let's do it one more time, just so you can practice that breathing. Those two measures should be done in one breath. Ready? Sitting up tall with good posture. 1, 2, here we go. Now, you're going to go to the next slide and you're going to work on the other pieces or the other parts of the song with the play along, and then you're going to record it for part of your assignment today. Hopefully this helps. This is kind of how you should be practicing, by the way. Saying your notes in rhythm, practicing the fingerings, and then you play. That's going to help you, especially as we add new notes to your songs very soon.